I thought that was a very good talk.
I get to meet Simon Tuesday morning.
Good.
You get to do what? Meet Simon?
Yeah, he's speaking.
Meeting.
He's he's speaking at an event that I'm going to be attending Tuesday
Yay.
morning. Yeah, he's speaking at Inbound in Boston, so I'm going to be in Boston on Tuesday, and um, I get to hear his talk, and I don't think it's a very terribly big thing, so I'm probably going to slide up and meet him and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, I am a big fan of
Well, I am a
him.
big fan of him.
Yeah, I think he like, even though like I appreciated exactly what Kay was saying. Like some of his stuff is slightly like you can tell he's putting together material for his next book. So I've heard him tell the story about like kind of the styrofoam cup in a few different ways because he's still trying to make like he looks at things from a lot of different angles. So he's used that story in a lot of different ways so far. Um, he's very good at being able to tell that like there's something there. Exactly what it is, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to make heads or tails with it and integrate it into what it means for leadership. Um,
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm sorry.
hey, there you are, kiddo.
Alright.
So, Kay, I was just telling Dad and Anna that I get to meet Simon on Tuesday.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
that'd be cool,
Have you
right?
met him before?
I have not.
Okay. Are you gonna like come up to him and be like, I'm such a huge fan of yours, please sign my forehead?
I can see Fritz doing that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think he could.
That's a thought, Kate.
No, I probably will develop a couple questions for him and ask him. No, do you have anything you want me to ask him?
If you want to join our iLive call.
I can ask him that. Are you on, Kay?
Yeah,
There
now
you
I'm
are.
on again.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with this computer, but that's okay.
Okay.
So,
Well, I tell you what, I need to go do an epidural.
okay.
Um, so I've got to take off here very shortly, but do you
You
want to
want
go
to
through
do
goals?
your...
We can do goals real quickly, and then we can finish talking about Simon Sinek.
We can finish. We can finish, Simon. Do you have anything else you wanted to say on him?
Yeah, I mean, I only got through my first bullet point, so
Well, keep bulleting.
okay. Okay. So then the second thing that I mean, like I got, but I didn't really get was don't deny anyone. You know, which I get. You don't want to take any means you want to get where you want to go. I don't think necessarily you should do. Like, I understand that you should try your hardest, you know, to get where you want. Like, taking shortcuts and taking any means to get to that place, I'm not sure that that's really the right way to do it.
I think he said
I think he said
talking about
he was talking about keeping integrity in everything you do, but there are ways to take shortcuts and still take in number, what is it, 2, where it talks about telling the truth and being a person of integrity. You know, so you can take shortcuts sometimes. It's just like driving. When I drive in the middle of the road.
and always
I always take a curve outside, inside, outside.
And those
And
are
those
He
are
does.
ways,
I
I
think,
think, to drive better.
and they're
And they're not necessarily
legal,
legal, but they're not hurting anybody.
So,
So, same way with life. You can take shortcuts,
keep
keep your integrity, and go from there.
I understand what you mean, Kay. Like, like do whatever necessary to get the job done. I was listening to a presenter who was like the Swiss hockey coach, the main hockey coach in Switzerland that have kind of won like I don't know how many Olympic things and whatnot like that. And I took issue with a lot of things that he was talking about because he was like, what's the difference between aggressive play and violence? Like, where do we want to play? Like, like on which side of the line? Like on the violent side, because like they're pretty violent in hockey, or on the aggressive side. Well, this kid, like everybody was like, well, we better play aggressive because violent, like we're gonna get into a lot of trouble. And he's like, I want everybody playing on the line. Like I want you playing like to where they're not really sure whether you're going to bust their head open and like make them bloody and kill them, or if you're going to, like just be aggressive with them. Now that seemed to work to kind of be a real cultural fit for his team and whatnot like that. But I thought it lacked a lot of the integrity that you really kind of want to instill within a team.
Yeah,
I see what you mean. Like for that,
you don't want to go out there in order to beat people up.
yeah, to me, winning isn't worth that much. For him, winning was worth that much. He was willing to do that at all costs. It's like I don't think Simon's intentions were that. You know what I mean? And I think you're right though. That did kind of come out that way. Like, do whatever you got to do. But like,
you can let him know that also.
Yeah.
That I'm completely confused on that moment. See what he says.
I'll tell him we were discussing this commencement address that he did. I thought that he needed to clean it up.
To go back and retape it.
Caroline, ask your mother about Little League one day when a girl came running into home base and just plowed all over the catcher so that she would drop the ball. In a case like that, it supposedly is legal in the big leagues,
Really?
but a lot of people took issue about it being in the Little League like it was. It was very crazy that the lady thought that the mother was saying, "Oh, that's the way you're supposed to do it," and that's the way I taught my daughter. It's completely right. You come in, you knock the head out of the catcher, she drops the ball, so you're safe. You score a point.
There you go, Kay.
That's why it's good to know your mission statement.
Exactly.
So that you know whether that's okay for you. If that's something that you hold with your priorities. I know that in Brandt's Racing, there's a lot of people that race, and they race all different things. There's NASCAR racing, there's dirt bike racing, whatever. But what's very unique about their racing isn't necessarily the style, which is definitely unique, but it's the camaraderie. One person broke a front axle and asked all of his competitors, do you have a front axle I can borrow? Do you have a front axle? And he got 2 people. One took their front axle off of their race rig and said, here, use mine, because my other piece is broken, so there's no need for both of us to be out. You just use my front axle, take it, race it. He wouldn't want anything for it. The other guy had a spare sitting in his trailer, gave it to him immediately. He had 2 different, and they do that all the time. When they break on the racetrack, they will stop, pull the other person out. They don't mind that it will push them down a couple places in line. The focus is not win. The focus is let's race.
Yeah.
So,
that's neat.
once you get your mission, you'll find other people and be able to be part of a tribe that is like that.
And the huge thing about that, Kay, is knowing yourself well enough to know what your mission is, and then being able to kind of communicate it with other people, and then they can figure out, hey, I like his mission. I'm hanging out with this guy.
And they do that before the races. Hey guys, thanks for coming out. Thanks for letting us have a good time together. This is what I like about our racing is that we do this. And then that puts everybody in the same mood because he had said at the beginning of the race, I want this race to end on, that was a fun race. I don't want it to end on, that guy's an asshole. So help each other out, be helpful on the racetrack just like we are in the pits, and we'll be cool. So
that's cool.
They all know, and they do that, and
so
I don't even know that they know that that's what they're doing. That is what they're doing.
A completely different tribe than, say, like a completely competitive, win-at-all-cost tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Like NASCAR, somebody just ran over a man. The guy got out of the car, pissed at his competitor, and the competitor ran him over and killed him. Just like a month ago.
Huh. Ain't that something?
What happened to the guy who ran him over?
He has... I'm not sure what is going on with him. Some people are saying that he didn't mean to. Other people, it's obvious that he meant to. But for the longest time, he wasn't commenting, and he was just lawyering it. But it turned into a nasty situation. So.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
So the next thing I have is.
Probably has.
But. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I have is take responsibility for your actions when it happens, not when you get caught. Which makes sense. Tell the truth.
Yes. Yes.
Which is hard though, because you know how the example that he said about like when you get a birthday present, and you don't really like it, or you already have one, and they're like, "How do you like this?" Or "I hope you don't already have one." You're conditioned to say like to make them feel good about it. Oh, I love it, or something like that. Which I mean, I didn't understand whether he was actually saying like lie then, or if he was actually saying tell the truth and make them feel bad. Like I assume it was like in that instance it's okay, but like in daily things where like it'd look bad on you to tell the truth, you should still tell the truth anyways. But I think maybe if it's for the sake of others' well-being or something, then I think it's okay to stretch the truth a little bit. I don't know.
So what was the part that he said that confused you?
When he said, I didn't know if he said, if you get a gift from someone, but then you don't really like the gift or whatever, and they say, do you like this gift? I didn't know whether he was telling us to say, no, I don't like it, it's absolutely horrible, or
Depending. I see.
I think what he was trying to say there is to comment so that you're not making them feel bad, but you really don't say anything. It's just like, if somebody says, are you fat? And you say, I like that other pair on you better.
Right, which I understand that example. I just don't understand what you would say for a gift that you don't like. Like someone's like, do you like it? And you'll be like, I like the color. Like, what would you say?
So
what's wrong with a little white lie?
It's not
It's not going to bother anybody.
And if they gave you the slip,
And if they gave you the slip, you can take it back. and they change it.
Yeah.
So
That's one of those gray areas in life.
Yeah.
And I think it depends on the person. And I'm more calculated in my responses, or at least I try to be. That if it was somebody that I wouldn't necessarily see again, I'd be like, I really appreciate this gift. Thank you so much. Because it's always the thought that counts anyway.
Right.
So I always just, thank you so much for thinking of me. Trash. But it's not that I just,
Right. You're
I
still
can
gonna
hold on to it for a while.
You're not gonna, and it's the same thing. You're not gonna remember anyone for the gift they gave you. You're gonna remember them for whether they
Giving you the
thought of
gift.
you to give you something or not. You know, and even if I feel like even if they don't give you a gift, you know, but like they show up at a party you're having or they wish you happy birthday, like even that counts, you know?
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for my birthday, I don't know, one of Carly's friends, who like I carpooled to school with and like I knew her, like we were friends. But we weren't like, you know, really good friends. She was like best friends with Carly. She texted me on my birthday. She's like, "Happy birthday, hope you have a great day." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, how'd you even know?" You know? So it's just little things like that that really make an impact, I think.
Yep. The stuff you're not expecting.
Yep. So tell the truth. And then ask for and accept help. I understand how that's hard for people. I really don't have any trouble for asking people for help. The only time I have trouble is when, like, I ask this same person for help, like, every, like, 2 days. Like, I keep asking them. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just don't even understand this. I need so much help.
Like Dad, I ask him all the time. Like, I give him so much stuff to do, and then I keep giving him stuff to do. And I'm like, I already know you're mowing everything, and you're spreading gravel, and yada yada, but can you put in my carpet next week?
From your favorite daughter?
Like, I know I already ask you a million things for everything, but he's not even commenting.
No.
He's hiding behind his name tag on his computer.
Yeah, and like I get how people, you know, have issues with like you know, their pride or stuff that they don't want to ask for help, but
Muted. Unmuted.
oh. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Who's the organizer?
Fritz?
He just muted me and unmuted me and he's not even there. Okay.
It was me. I didn't know what that button did.
I didn't know what that button did.
An echo.
That asking for help, I think a lot of times exposes your vulnerability, like we talked before.
Wow, yeah.
If people think that you're a person that really would appreciate the help, you know, they'll give it to you more freely and everything. It's all in the way that you ask for help, whether you act like a big shot or something and don't seem to appreciate.
Mhm. Yeah. And then leadership is trusting people, your people, that they know what they're doing and everything, and giving them responsibilities and taking the risk to trust them. Because people, I mean, I think people really do rise to the occasion, you know? Like, but then when that responsibility is lifted off to them, then they just kind of go back, like, kind of like in a simple version or whatever, like, Walt, when he stays home with the girls, acts, you know, all responsible and everything. But then once mom's home and it's mom's job to want to take care of the girls, he's so annoying to them. You know? So just, I don't know, that's kind of what it made me think of, which I get. Remember who you are. It's meant for the position you hold, not you. I don't agree with that. Really at all. Like, I sort of do, but I don't really. Because I understand that it's the position you hold, but it's like 90% you, because you're the one who put in all that effort to get to that position. You know, you're the one who does all that stuff to earn the position. You know, so I really think that it's you that earned the position, so you really earned it for yourself. And then once you step down or whatever, well then, you know, your turn's over and you move up to a higher position or, you know, something else, I think.
I think that's where humility comes in, and again, vulnerability. You know, some people strut around like a peacock, like they are more than what they really are. You know, some people get to a position not necessarily because of them, but because of circumstances. So, in a deal like that, I look at that as more humility, because it's just like in the Bible where it says the first will be last and the last will be first. You know.
So maybe he, and I didn't get this far in the video, I stopped short, but
luggage, you know, once he takes a taxi and gets to the conference, then he asks where like the coffee or tea is that he could have, and the person points to a styrofoam cup by the coffee that he can have. So, you know, he gets it for himself in a styrofoam cup, not a nice, like, you know, pottery thing.
and then what was the point?
So the point was that the position he had held before was now gone. So it was just him, and he kind of explained it with the styrofoam cup, how all of us are styrofoam cups until we get like a position or something.
Well, don't run around thinking that you're more than what you are.
Yeah, because we're all styrofoam cups.
Because the nice mug and all the treatment was nothing more than perks
Of a position.
of a position.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said before, you know, he could have gotten that position just by a political favor or a lot of different things.
He's no longer taking on those responsibilities anymore.
Right.
So.
But some people have a tendency to think that they're way above everybody else.
Yeah, your position can go to your head, and the perks with that position. Like, I know that there's some lawyers, once they get to be a judge, then they act like a judge even out in public to keep that persona. And
They're asses.
that sometimes makes people think that they're just asses. Because they don't go back to, this is who I am, that's my job.
Okay, so maybe I was just perceiving it weirdly.
Okay. It's late. I'm tired.
Okay, we can go over goals now.
Well, you're going to kick my butt, Kay, because I didn't get any of them.
None of your goals?
Uh-uh.
All right, are you going to do the same goals for next week, or why was it that you didn't get your goals?
I was too focused on getting my work done that I didn't include those in.
You know, I was the same way. My goals were to get organized, and I did that, and it was an awesome win for the week for getting everything organized and getting on top of my stuff. And I did that, and that was a definite win. But I did not run 3 times, and that makes 2 weeks. 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks.
Run, yeah.
2 weeks that I haven't run at all. And my goal is, like, my mission is to be healthy and be active and to be able to do things with my nieces, my friends, my whoever. And it really makes me feel bad that I have not put Claire a priority. Yeah, I'm not putting first things first. And Claire is a priority to me, and for the last 2 weeks, I've not done that.
And that's where Stephen Covey's book and those 7 habits need to be ingrained in everybody, because you set your goals and then you need to follow the route to get to them. And that's what we're not doing.
I even thought about lying. That's how bad it is. I felt so bad for not doing my goals. I even thought about lying about it and saying that I did get them, because I would feel so bad. But I was like, that's not right. But
that's where that Stephen Covey, I mean, I could see where they could have a course in it, and Fritz would take it, Anna would take it, I would take it. These are life-changing ways to make your life so much better.
yeah,
It's just like that slogan that you wrote on my bathroom wall. Be the change that you want to see in the world.
You haven't painted over that?
no, he won't let anyone paint over him. Nope. He hasn't even put the trim up or the outlet covers on.
I need to do that one of these days.
One of these days. Well, my computer may die, but so my next goals are the running 3 times and to begin my mission statement. Yep.
Okay. Grandpa, what are your goals this next week?
Same as what they were.
Okay. So, work out 4 times with your... I'm sorry, go ahead.
How'd you do, KK?
Oh, I got my 10,000 steps, and
Nice.
I watched the video. Was journaling on mine? I think it
Yes.
was.
Yeah,
I
it was on there.
completely failed.
Forgot about
I just-
writing that one even down, didn't you?
Yeah, I just completely forgot.
We'll put it on for next week.
Yeah.
Journaling, and you're going to pick a book or start a book?
I'm gonna get a book from the library, because I don't know when it'll come in. I don't know when I'll make it to the library, but my goal is to have the book in my hands on Sunday.
Okay.
And 10,000 steps.
Okay.
So, and I'll touch
Alright.
base with Fritz also.
Fritz.
Yep. Did you guys get Kathy's email? Yeah.
And I texted her back and told her that I understood and I hope she enjoyed their parties.
I thought that was so funny how she was like, I really, these aren't going to be as exciting as these iLive calls. And I was like, oh.
Well, that's right.
This is
You know,
funny.
if you go at these calls, it's just that we've been 2 hours on this one,
Yeah.
and that's not bad because we've talked about a lot of good things.
Right. Yeah, I was getting worried because I have an AP Physics test tomorrow. I was getting so worried. I was like, I don't know when I'm going to study for this because of the call, but I'm glad I spent time on this. Like, I'd rather spend time on this and get like a C on the test. Because I know this is going to take me. I know this is going to take me a longer way than that test is.
Yeah. Tell Walter I missed his birthday, but I have been working very diligently on fixing his driveway.
Okay.
So that'll be his birthday present.
I will let him know.
Okay, very
And
good.
are we still set to have the baptism on Saturday at 5?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you want me to bring a gown so she's not in a white cloth?
That's your call. You know, I'll throw an old towel over her.
We're not doing that. That's why I'm just clarifying.
I don't see a problem. I think
see
that's the way they used to do it years ago.
Yeah, well. Alright.
Here's Fritz.
Oh, there's Alfred, though. How was the epidermal?
Are we ready? What's going on now other than a big yawn fest?
Well, we were just saying goodbye to each other. But while you're here, I'll get your goals, and then I'm going to shove off.
Hold on, I didn't get a prize, you guys.
Okay.
Did you guys already complete your prizing of each other?
No.
What the
We just did goals.
Who's closing this up today?
We just finished goals.
Who's in charge of
Anna's
this?
computer died.
Caroline. Kay.
We weren't even done. I was waiting for you to come back to do
Listen,
your goals.
Kay.
I was just
You're the leader of
Grandpa
this.
till you came
You're the
back.
leader of this ship, Kay. Come on now. All right.
Come on, Grandpa. Tell him that we were just about to do prizing. I was just waiting for him.
Okay. All right.
Wait. Did
Where's
you work
Anna?
out 7 times? She left. Her computer died.
Just because it died doesn't mean she has to leave.
Well, she went and talked on the phone. Okay.
Is she
you
on the
work-
phone?
Yeah, in the other room. With someone else. Did you work out 7 times?
We need her on this call.
Fritz, did you work out 7 times? That's disgusting.
Oh dear.
Fritz!
No, I didn't. I failed on that. I did not work out 7 times at all. Jesus, Dad.
Grandpa. Did you work out at all?
I did, but I definitely didn't 7 times. I was lucky to get like 3 or 4. It was
Okay.
not a banner week for me.
It wasn't a banner week for anyone else either.
It wasn't very good. All right, I can do better this week, even though it's going to be a lot of traveling and whatnot. I'm going to commit to clean eating all week.
With traveling?
Yep. That's not always easy to do with travel.
I know.
Okay. And now,
what does clean eating mean?
well, it can take on a lot of forms, but for me, it's going to mean at least 70% greens, which is extraordinarily hard for me to do in Europe because they just don't eat a whole lot of vegetables. They really like pastries, and they really like things that are fried, strangely. But they're skinny because they walk a lot, and they don't eat a whole lot of anything because the food is really not all that great. And it's really expensive.
Okay.
So that's how they're able to stay pretty skinny, is they just don't eat very much, but their food kind of sucks.
So, because I've looked up different, like, cleanses and stuff, but none of it I think I'd be able to do, like, with my schedule and everything.
What are you trying to cleanse
anything you
for?
suggest? I don't know. Just sometimes I feel all gross and I just want to cleanse. I mean, not gross, but I feel like I just eat a lot of junk food sometimes.
I think
So I just need to so I don't know. I was just wondering.
I think that doing a cleanse where it's just a bunch of like vegetables, fruits and vegetables and that kind of stuff for a few meals, even days, can make you feel really, really good.
But where does the protein come in?
There's a lot of protein just in vegetables.
Okay, so what do? Do you just pack like an apple and an orange and a banana for lunch?
Can. Or like maybe a smoothie. Make up a smoothie. Pack a smoothie for lunch. Or for your lunch, if you want, just go ahead and like you can pack a salad. You can make vegetables with a piece of chicken.
Okay.
Like, you know, like grilled vegetables with a thing of chicken.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff. If it's just, Dad, please, come on, Jesus.
He's tired. It's time to go to bed.
I can see that. Dad, jump around a little bit. Come on, we got you here. That's good.
Get on your shake and bake, Grandpa.
Yeah, there you go. There we go. All right, good. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about cleansing a little bit.
Just a little something. I can't do anything extravagant.
No, that's not extravagant. Fruits and
I know
vegetables.
it's not.
Like,
Yeah.
what if just one meal per day, if it was just breakfast or something like that, where you were to commit to doing something a little more clean, just starting off the day with a good morning like shake of some sort or something like that, to where it's like fruits, vegetables, like a smoothie.
Mhm.
Just one
Okay.
one per day. And there's a lot of them you can make, like in a blender, like, you know, like you put in some almond milk and you put in, you know, like a few strawberries, a few of these, a few of that. You can even hide a good amount of green stuff in there where you can't really taste it.
Yeah,
And if you want to, you can put in a scoop of protein if you want protein.
sometimes we do stuff like that with like yogurt and fruit.
Yeah.
And like wheat germ.
Yeah. You feel good.
And we do that. We do that sometimes, but the blender's so hard to do. It's hard to clean that we don't do it that often.
Well, our blender is very easy to clean. You may need a Vitamix.
No, I don't know. Our blender works. Okay.
See if you can do it each morning.
Okay.
All right. So, are we ready to prize?
Mhm.
Who wants to go first?
I have to think.
All right, I'll go first, Kay. All right, I'm starting with you. Are you ready?
No. Okay.
Oh, now you're okay.
I guess so.
So, Kay, you're the kind of person that will ask really, really good questions, very thoughtful questions on this call, and I really appreciate how thoughtful you are and how vulnerable you are when you're like, you know what, I need to think about a cleanse. What do you think on that? I'm getting stuck on my books. What do you think I should do on that? Being kind of open and being open to suggestion is a very, very evolved way to do things. A lot of people don't ask for help, right? Just like what Simon was talking about. They don't ask for help, you ask for help. Good for you for asking for help. I think it's a fantastic deal that you do. Good job.
Thank you.
Anna, you're the kind of person that wears a completely and totally inspiring and awesome t-shirt. I really appreciate your t-shirt today. It reminds me of such a great trip that we had, and I really love that t-shirt. I think it's awesome. And I think it just kind of reminds me of a very fun times and how committed you are to family. And I really appreciate it. Dad, you're the kind of guy that'll be on a call late at night even though you know that you want to be in bed. I appreciate you making this such a priority to be with us as opposed to in bed right now. Thank you. And I'm the kind of person that will come back from Zermatt do pretty much like a probably 30-hour trip of travel coming back here, do a 48-hour in the hospital, and then just go to Boston for a week, jump on a plane tomorrow, only to come back and work another 48-hour shift. Let's do it. Anna, you're next.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Great. KK, you're the type of girl that you're the type of girl who is super fun and relatable and really makes me want to be on these calls.
Thanks.
You're so super fun. And you are yourself, and I really appreciate that you are yourself. Are we being really loud? Is that why you're making all these crazy faces?
No, it's Dad's face. Ah!
I couldn't look at his face. I had to focus on your impersonation.
You remind me of Dory, Fritz. Finding Nemo, I speak whale.
It can't be that tiring. Serious. Do a little running in place.
You're the type of guy who always is the life of the party and brings all those faces to the party. They're like in our, I was looking at our pictures the other day from the Old West when we were in the wild Old West of Cody, Wyoming, and all of your really fun faces are super awesome. And I've always liked that about you. You're that type of person. And Dad, you're the type of person. There you are. You're the person who has this like way of stirring people up, and it makes things exciting. Right.
Drama.
And no, it's fun because then you can laugh with people because you're funny and you make things really fun and everybody likes to hang out with you. Because Brittany will tell me things that you do and she won't know whether you were joking or not joking, but she's pretty sure she's joking, and then I can go, ooh.
Not
He
joking.
was joking, man. Not joking. And then she get and then I can just see Dad, if he were there, would go. So anyway, so I like that he can come off stern but be really fun. And I'm the type of person who I'm the type of person who has a good time on a Saturday night at the races down in Sturgis and can make all the girls that don't necessarily like the racing have a really good time, because I know if the girls have a good time, they'll let the guys come, and the guys really like to go racing. So it keeps everybody happy, because then they'll go to the races because they know they're going to have a good time because I'm there. And the guys really appreciate it because they don't like to go to the races when their woman's like being a poop. So had a bunch of fun Saturday night and livened it up a little bit. Dad, your turn.
Good work.
I like cake.
KK, your turn.
All right. Well, Fritz, you're the type of person who keeps things interesting and keeps everyone on their toes by asking lots of questions to everyone to keep their interest throughout the calls.
Thank you, Kay.
Okay. Anna, you're the type of person who, to me, is very relatable and likes to offer help and understands what kind of help to offer. Yay! Grandpa, you're the type of person who contributes in lots of different ways and offers new perspectives on different ideas that others don't necessarily think about. Yay! And
At least you have a different way of thinking about things.
than I do.
Oh, he thinks differently.
Okay, that's not what I meant. I meant that you think differently than I think. So when you say something,
He
it
thinks
makes me
differently
think
than
of
a
it
lot
in
of
a new
people.
way.
I don't think
Look at
anybody
Fritz's
thinks the
face.
way he thinks.
Okay, Grandpa, you know what I meant, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Not what those two yahoos are thinking. I don't know. They're crazy. Okay.
Just like Stephen Jobs. Think differently. Now, what about you, Kay? I'm sorry, I missed your prizing.
Oh.
You should look at the screen.
Yes, we're waiting.
I'm thinking. I'm the type of person who lacks self-confidence, so it takes me a while to think of things. That wasn't my thing.
You get a do-over.
I'm the type of person who tries to keep self-bettering herself through the calls and through extra curricular things.
Hey, you're the type of person who's gonna start a book on self-betterment.
And you don't even know which one it is.
Who does that?
Okay.
All right, Dad.
Yes, Kay, you're the type of person that's going to fit in with this nut house very well. I think that you're blending in quite well.
Where's the nut house?
You know,
I like nuts.
Squirrel.
Squirrel!
Anna is probably the squirreliest nut we've got, and Fritz is our leader.
Leader of the nut squirrels. All right.
That should be our family motto, guys. We're the nut house.
Leader of the nut squirrels. I think Rich just needs a T-shirt.
And I just keep shaking my head.
Cause he knows all these nut squirrels
They're related.
started with him.
They're related.
He is the originator of the nut squirrels.
It's just like the saying goes,
Oh, dear.
insanity, you get that from your children.
Well, they don't have any children, so where do they get it from?
You inherit insanity from your children.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Who
See,
said
you guys
that?
should have seen the picture that I sent to Anna.
Dad just did. Dad said that. You
Oh,
wonder.
yes, of course. Okay.
Case Ross Rusera.
Ah,
And
of course.
Kate, what's really crazy is that I've got probably another hour of this, and I am so tired.
What are you doing in the... Oh, you have your meeting after this. Oh. You guys should have seen the picture I sent to Anna. I sent her a little picture of this squirrel, and it's like it has like a gun in its hand and like a hat,
A
like
cowboy hat.
and it's a stuffed squirrel. And it was like a text message through people. I found it on iPhone, and they're like, "I need this for my desk," and the other person's like, "Ew, no." And then they're like, "What? Why not?" And they're like, "It's so gross." And so I
That's
thought it was
gross.
fun. It's so cute. Actually, it's not really cute. I just thought of Anna, so it's cute. Okay. All right. Well, I really need to go to bed. Ooh.
All right, very good. Thank you. Come again.
There you come again.
I love you all.
All right, Kate. Love you.
I
Bye
love
for
you
now.
more.
Love you best. Oh.
Dang it. You're always one-upping me.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have fun.
Bye.
All right, que sera, sera. All right, are we doing this? Let's go, Dad. Dad. Oh dear God. Oh hell. All right.
Will you bring up the file?
Well, I wish I
So we can
could.
see
It's been changed and everything else. Let me find it here.
Did you just fart? I
Yep.
heard it. I heard it over your earphones. I heard it came out through your ear.
Okay. Que sera, sera.
Right.
That's right, Anna. That's right. Que sera, sera.
All right.
That's right. All right,
You know
so
what? We're gonna look up what Srusra means.
Que sera, sera, whatever will be.
Oh dear. So
So I started our to-do list. Because I
good,
got one of them done.
good, even better. All right, let's to go. So run through them. Let's see here. Gravel. The gravels are completely done, huh, Dad? Nice.
Those two are.
Those two are done.
Do we
Those
have
are the
other
only two that
ones?
were on his list.
Do we
Well,
have
there
any
you go.
others that need to go on the list or no?
They don't need to go on this to-do list because there's the quarter 3 list of all the things that need to be done in the third quarter, and that's just an ongoing list as well. We don't ever look at it on our weekly meetings, but
Do we
I
need
look
to?
at
Do we need
it
to?
because it's my responsibility to look over.
Do we need to?
We'll do it at the end of the quarter meeting.
Okay.
No,
All right. So
because
let's
we
see.
look at it at the end.
All right. Refinance is done. Price out sustainability of triplexes. Dad, I saw something sent over. What's that about? Go on, Dad.
So,
Case Ross Roosra.
yeah, Dad, tell them all about those papers.
Anna and I went and met with a man who supposedly has got an inside track to mainly duplexes. He gave Anna some floor plans
Uh-huh.
and prices, and what I think that we decided was to go with his used stuff, because he said that he's got one right now. He says he's used houses at a